he has reinvented Indian cuisine, becoming the first Indian chef to receive a Michelin star. Our guest today is the master of spices, the very talented Atul Kochhar. Atul, you have received not one, but 2 Michelin stars. You have opened several restaurants, written many cooking books, and regularly grace our television screens on a variety of cooking shows. Welcome to Achievers.
Well, I'm very honored to be here, Sadia.
No, thank you so much for coming. Now, Atul, if there was a recipe for success, what would the ingredients be?
There are only 3 ingredients to that, and that is hard work, and hard work.
Really?
That's all you need.
So, you think if you're hardworking, I mean, what about talent?
You do need talent, but talent is absolutely useless. Any creativity is absolutely useless if you don't have attitude, good attitude towards hard work. So I insist hard work is the only essential ingredient you need to succeed in this world.
And how hard have you worked on a scale of 1 to 10?
Oh, I would like to say 10. Had I asked my dad, he would say maybe 2.
I should call the missus.
Well, she'll say put 20 because he's never there.
Okay.
I would say I would like to work harder. As I've worked hard enough to be what I am and whatever I've achieved.
Now, you were raised in India.
That's right.
And, I mean, for maybe now perception has slightly changed, but back then, not that it was that long time ago, but...
Don't look at my grades.
No. But back then, you know, being a chef was not considered the norm. It wasn't a very solid trade. Usually there's a lot of peer pressure to enter medicine or accounting or engineering and so on and so forth. And I believe you did get into medical school?
I did had admission in the medical school. I sat with all the good intentions. My dad wanted me to be a doctor. My dad ran a catering business.
Yes.
And he, perhaps because he worked so hard, he didn't want any of his kids to go through that. So my dad thought that it'll be easy for me to be a doctor, but I think I was already inspired by his life. I saw how he conducted his business, how he looked into the seasonality, how he worked the local produce to his benefit. And all those things inspired me, and I was just charged up with his inspirations, and I decided to be a chef.
So being a chef, you were motivated completely by your father?
I was totally motivated. He was my, whatever you want to call it, Jamie Oliver, Gordon Ramsay. He was my everything. He was my everything. He was my God. Okay. And I just followed his footsteps, and that's how I got into catering. I convinced my dad eventually that, Dad, I don't think medicine would be good enough for me.
But was he heartbroken? He
was a bit, but then he said, okay, you know, do whatever you want to do, but make sure you're the best. And I wish I had a day with him to ask him whether I am there or not.
And when did he pass away?
About 3 years ago.
So he saw...
He saw me, yeah. He was there when I achieved everything, but he was a funny man. When I got my star, Michelin star, I called Dad, I got a Michelin star. He said, what is that?